Folks, I got a suggestion for you today I think you're going to find fun and beneficial all at the same time. In previous videos, I've given you suggestions on how to identify the elements, the components that you can add to your life to create happiness and success. I'm going to give you another one today. All you need for this exercise is your phone, a tablet, computer, or sheet of paper and something to write with, your preference there, and a little bit of time. And what we're going to do is, and this is the fun part, sit down and think about times in your life when you would say, Craig, I really had it going on. Everything in my life was going well. Whether you characterize that as, man, my life was really clicking, everything was really flowing, I was like a well-oiled machine, I don't care how you characterize it. In your estimation, your determination, you're saying to me, Craig, things were going really, really well. It was a good time for me. And we're going to take those, and hopefully we have more than one, but let's take the first one. And then kind of dissect it, dive a little bit deeper, and identify in it everything that you had going on in your life at that time. Where you were in your relationships, where you were living, how you were spending your time, who you were spending your time with, what was going on with your job, everything. What your mental attitude was, and you're going to write all that down. And then hopefully you have a second event in your life, a second time in your life, where you can do the same thing and a third time. If you can come up with three, that's great. Now let me give you a suggestion on what I mean by that. My recipe for success contains these ingredients. Number one, by far, is staying strong physically. So my exercise program, to me, is the most important thing on my list. It's got an additional benefit to it beyond just feeling physically strong. And that is when I'm physically strong, I'm also mentally strong and emotionally strong. So it translates into me being more patient, more persistent, more courageous, beyond being just physically in good shape. Another element to my success formula is that I quiet the time, shut down, disconnect, get off the grid. Whatever you want to call that, some quiet time in my life, to me, is very important. As is eating healthy, as is hanging out with people who I really enjoy their company, as is doing meaningful work, and playtime is very important to me. All those are on my recipe for success. And so when I am feeling down, feeling like life is not really kind of flowing the way I want it to, it's not going in the direction maybe that I want it to, it is a very simple process for me to pull out the list of the ingredients to my success formula and compare them with where I am in life right now. And it doesn't take a rocket scientist for me to figure out, gosh, there's a bunch of stuff over here that I don't see in my life right now. How am I going to get it back? And just because you identify it doesn't mean you can automatically add it back. But the fact that you identify it is the first step to you saying and putting it kind of on the front burner and say, you know, when I get a chance, I need to add more of that back into my life. So there was a time in my life when I had tons of meaningful work. I actually kind of had too much work in that I was working so much it was eating into my exercise time, and I wasn't spending as much time with my friends, and playtime, well, forget about it, that wasn't happening at all. And all I had to do is identify that and say, how am I going to put that back in my life? So let's go back to the list that you have created. You've taken 3 times in your life and you dissected them and identified all the things that were in your life at that point in time. Now we're going to compare the 3 lists. Is there any line item that is on all 3 lists? And you say, yep, there's one that's right there. It's on all 3 lists. Well, we're going to pull that off. We're going to put it on our 4th list, which we're titling, This is Our Recipe for Success. And here are all the ingredients. Now, if it happens to be something like you were spending time with a person, call it person A, and on list number 2, it was person B, and on list number 3, it's not a matter of the individual person. What you would extract to put on your recipe for success is, I was spending time with somebody who was significant in my life, as opposed to the individual person. Similar to jobs. Maybe I had a job in number one that I really enjoyed. And then I changed jobs, but I really enjoyed that one. And then I changed jobs again. And it's not a matter of the individual jobs. What you put on your master list is, I had a job that was meaningful to me, significant, and I really enjoyed it. And so if you do that with things that are on all three lists, depending on how many you come up with, you may have to go back to your list and say, now is there anything that's on 2 out of 3 lists? Because 2 out of 3 ain't bad. And I'll pull those off and put those on my master list. And that exercise is going to get you a list of what I call ingredients in your recipe to success. These are the things I've just identified that when I have them in my life, life's going pretty well. So there's a good chance if I were to compare that list to my life right now and there's something that's missing, maybe I would think about adding that back in to increase my enjoyment and happiness and success in life. So folks, that's my perspective. What's yours? Swing by our website and leave us a comment or a question. Check out other videos like this one, and if you like this one, please pass it on. It's been a pleasure being with you. Till next time, see you.